Boys and girls, today we are going to be going over Chapter 10, Lesson 3, Surface Area of Rectangular Prisms. We've been working with area of parallelograms, area of triangles, area of trapezoids, and we've also been working with area of irregular polygons, composite figures. Then we moved on to volume, which was more 3D. And now we're going to surface area. So our goal is we're going to be finding the surface area of rectangular prisms by using nets and the formula, which is surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. So if you look, surface area of a rectangular prism is the total area of all the 6 faces. And if you look at this little prism here, you see that we have the side to side, we have the back and the front, and we have the bottom and the top. Those are all the faces. And if you count them, there's 6 faces. A net is a 2-dimensional shape that can be folded to form a 3-dimensional shape or solid. Okay. So if you look, we've been focusing just on one part of the face when we're finding area, but now we're going to be finding surface area. So on these 1 and 2, we have nets here. And what I did was I found the area of each part and just plugged and chugged. For example, like my blue part is, I have my base and my height. 6 times 7 is 42. And then I have 6 times 7 again is 42. Okay. Then I went right here, my front and back. I have 8 times 6 is 48. Same thing. I have 8 and 6 is 48. Okay. Then I'm looking right here at my yellow portion, and I have 8 times 7, which is 56. 8 times 7, which is 56. And once I get that, then I'm able just to add them together. However, because I have 2 of each, I'm going to go 2 times 42, okay, plus 2 times 56, because there's 2 of them, plus 2 times 48. Okay, because I want to solve all of the surface area. So 2 times 42, I look at this, I have 84 plus 2 times 56, which is 112, and then 2 times 48, which is 96. So my surface area is, when I add 84 plus 112 plus 96, I get 292 meters. We're back to area, so it's squared. So when I move along over here, I'm going to say, okay, so I have my base and my height. 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, so I can put 30 right there. Then I'm looking up at top. I have 8 times 6 is 48. So then I have 48 right here. And then I'm needing my base, which is 8. Height, okay, which is 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. So I would have 40 right there. And I have 40 right over there. So now when I add them together, I would go 2 times 30, 2 times 40, and 2 times 48. And we're just going to add them up. So 2 times 30, I have 60. 2 times 40, I have 80. And And 2 times 48, I have 96. So my surface area is, I'm going to add 60 plus 80 plus 96 will give me 236 feet squared. And that's how we find the surface area when we're given a net. Now, I'm going to come here, but we're going to come back to number 3. I want you to turn the page, and we're going to go to number 4 because I want us to practice some whole numbers before jumping into decimals. So it says find the surface area of the rectangular prism using the formula. So we have surface area, okay, 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height. The only one we're missing is 2 times the width and height. Okay, so I have my length, my width, and my height. And I always mark those so I make sure to organize my work. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going 2 times length and width, which is 7 times 5, plus 2 times length and height. So my length is 7, my height is 4, plus 2 times, the only numbers I haven't multiplied together are my width and my height, 5 and 4. Okay. So now I'm going to multiply them. Okay. So I have 2 times 35 plus 2 times 7 times 4 is 28 plus 2 times 5 times 4 is 20. So I'm going to double all those. So now 2 times 35 is 70. 2 times 28 is 56. And 2 times 20 is 40. So my surface area is, because now I'm going to add them all together. So I'm going to end up getting 166 feet squared. All right, so we're moving right along here. And it says, a game board is being sent as a gift. It is packed in a box that measures 7 inches long, that's my length, 3 inches wide, my width, and 12 inches tall, that is my height. What is the surface area of the box? All right, so we have surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. So we're going to do some plugging and chugging here. So 2 times my length is 7, my width is 3, plus 2 times my length is 7, my height is 12, plus 2 times my width, which is 3, and my height, which is 12. So now I have 7 times 3 is 21. There you go. We'll bring down that 2. And I have 7 times 12, which is 84. And then I have 3 times 12, which is 36. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply them by 2. So 2 times 21 is 42. And 2 times 84 is 168. And then 2 times 36 is 72. So now I'm just going to add them up. Surface area equals, I need to add up 42 plus 168 plus 72, which gives me 282 inches squared. We're just going to add them up. All right, so we come down here and it says a box that holds a Barbie doll has to be 3.5 inches long, 2 inches wide, and 12 inches tall, which remember that is going to be my height right there. So let's solve this. Surface area equals 2 times the length and width, 2 times the length and height, and 2 times the width and height. Okay, so we have 2 times my length is 3.5 times 2. Okay, that's my width, plus 2 times the length, 3.5 times the height, which is 12, plus 2 times my width, which is 2, and my height, which is 12. I know it kind of looks like a little overwhelming, but you'll see that it's not. The first thing I have to do is get those mixed numbers into an improper before I even try anything. So remember, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7 halves times 2 over 1, plus 2 times, again, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 7 halves times 12 over 1, plus 2 times 24. So now, okay, we're going to cross cancel. Let's cross cancel the 2's. So now I have 2 times 7. 7 times 1 is 7. We're going to cross cancel the 2. 2 can go into 12 6 times. So 7 times 6 is 42. We have 42 there. And then 2 times 24 is 48. Okay, so now we have 2 times 7, we have 14, plus 84, plus 48, our last one. So my surface area, we need to add 14 plus 84 plus 48, which gives me 146 inches squared. So now we're going to go to the front part. And it says, find the surface area of the rectangular prism using the formula. So I saved this one for last because we have some decimals. And we know how to do decimals. It's just a little time consuming. The length and height plus 2 times the width and height. All right. So we need to plug in our numbers. So we have 2 times the length. So we have length, width, height. So we have 4.1 times 3.5 plus 2 times 4.1 times 1.4 plus 2 times, and then I need my width and my height, 3.5 times 1.4. Okay, now this one it's a little time consuming because I have to multiply those decimals. So I'm going to come right here and see how I can do this. I'm going to come over here and remember, I'm going to go 4.1 times 3.5. Okay, 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. We have my placeholder. Now 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, now I'm going to add. So I have 5, 3, 4, 1. and I'm hopping over 1, 2. There you go. So I have 14.35, 14 and 35 hundredths. So I can come here and I'm going to say 2 times 14.35 plus 2 times, again, and have to go 4.1 and 1.4, 4.1 times 1.4, which would be 4, 4 times 4 is 16, placeholder, 1 and 4. So I'd have 4, 7, 5, hopping over twice. So I have 5 and 74 hundredths plus 2 times. And now I have 3.5 times 1.4. So I have 20. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Placeholder, I have 5 and 3. So I have a 0, a 9, and a 4, and I'm hopping over twice. So 4.9. Okay, now you have to multiply. That's what kind of took a little bit of time. All right, so now here, I'm just going to multiply 2 or double 14.35, which would give me 28.70. We're going to double this, which again would give me 11.48, 11 and 48 hundredths. And then my last one would give me 9.8. And because I'm going to have to add them, I would add the 0 there to make sure that I line up my decimals correctly. And so I'm going to add 28 and 70 hundredths plus 11.48 plus 9.80. And I should get 49 and 98 centimeters squared. And I'm going to just kind of come over here and check that. 28.70 plus 11.48 and 9.80. So when I add that, I have an 8 there, and I have 11 and 19. Carry the 1. That's 9, 10, 19. Carry the 1. And yep, that's what we got. So that is what we're doing today. The only ones that can be a little bit of time consuming will be just your decimal ones. Everything else should be pretty good. Make sure that you are writing down your formula, plugging in your numbers, and solving. Come in if you need any help.